Ẹ káàárọ̀ ẹ̀yin trader mi gbogbo níbikíbi tẹ́ bá ti ń gbọ́ mi ní àárọ̀ yìí. Mo kí yín o. So I have this idea of just trying to do mixture of both English and Yoruba for my analysis henceforth. So I will be mixing the two together. I hope you bear with me because the way the algorithm is not pushing my videos, having just 100 views, less than 100 views, even on YouTube, less than 10 views per day is not something that is encouraging at all. So I'm kind of devising a way that we're going to have maybe larger audience or whatever. Maybe if we try to mix it with local dialects, maybe we're going to have, maybe we're going to, maybe the algorithm will favor a little bit. So that being said, we continue henceforth with mixture of both English and Yoruba. So mo kí yín káàbọ̀ sí analysis tààrọ̀. So nǹkan tó máa ṣe láti àsìkò yìí lọ ni pé a we'll be doing our analysis, and because of the request I have on Good, rí àwọn tó ń sọ pé kí n máa ṣe analysis náà ní orí Good àti kíní, so a máa combine both Euro àti Good papọ̀ báyìí. A máa ṣe méjèèjì papọ̀ láràárọ̀. And eléyìí trade táwọn ní orí monitor mi ní eléyìí tí mo take ní ọjọ́ Friday. Took this trade on Friday, but it was late in the afternoon, and Friday being my birthday, I didn't have the opportunity, and because side I was busy, mo busy pẹ̀lú oríṣiríṣi iṣẹ́ tí mo ń ṣe níbí àti lọ́hùn káàkiri. So kò jẹ́ kí n tiẹ̀ ráyè sọ pé mo fẹ́ ṣe analysis kankan throughout last week yẹn because mo tún travel náà. So kò jẹ́ káyè yọ láti sọ pé bóyá mo fẹ́ ṣe kíní, but lórí fóònù mi mo ṣáà gbìyànjú láti má miss out ní orí trade, then mo ṣáà ṣe àwọn analysis kankan, but èyí ni àwọn eléyìí tí àwọn nǹkan tí mo rí mú, mo ṣe mú àwọn trade kankan, and beside ní last week yẹn I saw so many manipulations in the market and a lot of trades just moved. Àwọn movement kankan wà nínú market tó jẹ́ pé ó kàn déédéé occur without any what is it called, any prior something within the market, just continue to move bó ṣe wù ú ló kàn ṣe gbéra ní kíní yẹn. So don't mind my Yoruba that much because I've lived in different Yoruba lands, and different intonation will just be reflecting through my Yoruba speaking. I've lived in Ekiti, I've lived in Oyo State, I've lived in Osun State, and also in Lagos State. So I've developed so many dialects across this something. So if you hear any intonation, like oríṣiríṣi intonation through Yoruba. So láti àsìkò yìí lọ, a máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní ṣe bí ó ṣe tọ́ àti bó ṣe yà. So a máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ látòrí Euro USD. And like we used to do, we just try and do the analysis based on what the market is currently doing. Nǹkan tí market bá ń ṣe, òun náà làwa náà máa tẹ̀lé. Market ló ń darí wa, kì í ṣàwa la máa darí market. Nǹkan tó bá ti fẹ́ ṣe, òun náà la máa bá. Nǹkan tó bá ti fẹ́ la máa bá fẹ́. Lẹ́yìn tó bá fẹ́ ká ṣe náà la máa ṣe. Àwa kọ́ la máa pàṣẹ fún òun, ló máa sọ nǹkan tó wù ú láti ṣe. So nítorí ìdí èyí, a máa wá mú lẹ́sẹẹsẹ. And I've talked about this particular something because we want to be looking for daily opportunities. A fẹ́ máa wá oríṣiríṣi ọ̀nà ní ojoojúmọ́ láti sọ pé okay, bóyá ká wá opportunity eléyìí tá a máa fi gbìyànjú láti trade every day. So fún ìdí èyí, a máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní mú láti wákàtí kẹrin time frame, 4 hour time frame is what we're going to just be doing our structure analysis bí láti máa mú wá sísàlẹ̀. So based on what we have now, we're just going to raise all our attention and try to do our proper analysis. A máa mú láti òkè. Okay. Okay. So with what market is doing currently, we can see that okay, if we are trying to see the structure of what is going on here, we see I'm relatively okay, market take liquidity is on NB, and bó dẹ̀ ṣe fún liquidity yẹn. Gbogbo àwọn terms tá à ń lò ní trading àti lè rí Yorùbá fún bọ̀ díẹ̀díẹ̀ a máa máa wà títí tó fi máa tẹ̀ wá lọ́wọ́ bọ̀ lásìkò yìí o àjọ máa máa yí mọ́ra wọn náà ni, kò jù yẹn lọ. So we can see liquidity be taken below this low, which is turtle soup. Is a major turtle soup for that matter. We have this major turtle soup from this level, and our break of structure had to be lossy open. And by the sherry break of structure bí tó fún wa ní trend change, we have trend tó ń bọ̀ nísàlẹ̀ bó ṣe ń bọ̀ níbí tá a expect wípé okay ó máa padà. But tá a bá wò láti òkè wá bí mo ṣe sọ láti ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ wípé okay, we have this, we have this massive turtle soup and we have a massive something rejection from this above. Àríbí market ṣe kọ̀ láti lọ sí òkè sí. And bó dẹ̀ ṣe tẹ̀síwájú láti wá sísàlẹ̀ ní ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ìgbà and bó dẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní break structure lower and lower. But nígbà tó dé level yìí ó break ó kàn take liquidity tó wà nísàlẹ̀ ibi ó dẹ̀ reverse padà sókè láti fún wa ní structure break. But tá bá wo ibi tí market yìí ti ń bọ̀ eléyìí tó cause liquidity ibi àti level yìí a máa rí wípé the range is not as big as this level, and at the same time tá bá wo òkè a máa rí wípé ibi gangan ni major structure wà. Ibẹ̀ yẹn ni level tó jẹ́ pé ó di owó mú, which means the money has been transferred from the left side to the right side of the market, and from this basic rejection to this particular level, the level tí a rí bí àti tá bá mú láti bí other block yìí wá sí ẹgbẹ́ ìbára máa rí bó ṣe fún wa ní proper mitigation bó ṣe ṣe déédéé pẹ̀lú level yẹn. And from there a máa rí wípé okay ibi gangan ni owó wà báyìí tó di owó mú fún àsìkò tí a wà níbí. And so money has been transferred from this leg to this particular leg and is the major structure that we have within the market. And we have this massive other block from within this level that is kind of, able enough to send price lower. But from the kind of total subashiri to take liquidity mi tó dẹ̀ tó cause trend change níbí a máa rí wípé okay ó ń gbìyànjú láti lọ sókè and ní level tó tún wà níbí ó gbìyànjú láti fún wa ní different type of rejection. But with the type of rejection pẹ̀lú bá ṣe rí tí market kọ̀ láti kọ̀ lọ sókè níbí a máa rí oríṣiríṣi nǹkan tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní ṣẹlẹ̀ bí ó ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní ti price wá sísàlẹ̀ ní apá bí. And bó ṣe gbìyànjú láti tì wá sísàlẹ̀ yẹn a máa rí a lot of rejection and is not even giving price enough something to do what to go into the highs. And having that in the market, we have to kind of possibly wait because at this particular level we're looking for buys because of this internal structure that we have here. But immediately we spot this shift in the market, then automatically we know that okay, market to transfer owó to the right side of the market, which is this level is giving us MSS in the market to the shift. It's created a major market structure shift within that level. And immediately tó ṣe yẹn, a rí wípé ó wá sísàlẹ̀ bí ó dẹ̀ break the structure tó wà bí, which is automatically giving us something again, which is lẹ́yìn tá bá rí MSS kí ló kù tá a wá, which is trend change as well. And ní level tó wà níbí a máa rí pé okay ó fún wa ní TC mẹ́yẹn, which is trend change. And at the same time here we can even say it is flip, is major flip anyway. But major flip o total trend change o méjèèjì náà ìkan náà ni but ó kàn jẹ́ pé níbi tí a ti máa wá kan ṣáájú kan ni. So but nígbà tá a ti rí MSS níbí tá a dẹ̀ ti rí trend change tá a ti rí pé structure ti wà broken from this level níbí okay ìyẹn ti fi hàn dájú wípé okay market ṣe tán láti tún ṣe kíni láti continue láti tẹ̀síwájú láti wá sísàlẹ̀ sí. And from looking at that particular level, we can now say that, okay, automatically money has been transferred from this leg again, ó ti kúrò níbí, ó tún ti bọ́ síbí, to be a major strong high. And nígbà tá a ti rí ìtẹ̀síwájú láti láàrin bí tá a rí pé, okay, ìgbìyànjú tó gbìyànjú láti ṣe kíni láti mú price kọjá level yìí, kò ṣeé ṣe fún ó dẹ̀ tẹ̀síwájú láti wálẹ̀. Ìyẹn ni wípé level eléyìí kò ṣetán láti fàyè lẹ̀ fún price láti kọjá sókè nìyẹn, which means this level is resisting price from going higher and is kind of sending price lower, and that means the other flow in the market is still bearish. And this is something that we have here. It's a kind of manipulation, a lot of manipulation that I talked about last week. Wípé mo sọ wípé ọ̀sẹ̀ tó kọjá yẹn manipulation tó wà nínú ẹ̀ pọ̀ lọ gan, and bí a tún ṣe rí a máa wo level eléyìí tó wà níbí bó ṣe fún wa ní TC níbí kí ló kù tá a máa expect, we are expecting some proper mitigation of this particular level. We have a lot of imbalances within this leg. And if we have a major MSS like that and we have total trend change, what we are anticipating next is the proper mitigation of this particular leg here, which is coming from this level here. Other block eléyìí kì í ṣe other block gan a lè pè ní breaker block wa a tún lè pè ní breaker block because kì í ṣe ẹsẹ̀ ni ó take liquidity tó wà níbí because price eléyìí kò gbìyànjú láti dé òkè tó di wípé ó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní wálẹ̀, so we can call it major block, breaker block, but nǹkan tá a tún lè pè ní pé bóyá ká tún sọ wípé bóyá mitigation block torí òun ni ó tún wà ní dédé ibi tí a ti ní trend change. So if we are having this particular level, we are expecting some proper mitigation of this mitigation block before price begin to come lower. But what do we see? We just see a little retracement from within this level, which is kind of also signaling and the fact that maybe we can be having some higher prices movement into this level. Even internal structure tàrí ní big price ò fọwọ́ kàn rárá tó tún fi gbéra padà. So tó tó fi tẹ̀síwájú láti máa lọ sísàlẹ̀. So these are all the places that we can be expecting price to kind of get to in the nearest future. At least a lè máa gbìyànjú láti a lè máa expect àbí láti máa dúró kí ẹ káàbọ̀ padà ẹ má bínú nẹ́tíwọ́ọ̀kì mi lóyún ó ṣe oríkórí o, so a ṣáà ti padà dé báyìí láti tẹ̀síwájú. So as I was saying, I was talking about these particular levels. These are the levels that we can spot within this àwọn level tá a lè rí ní inú nínú nǹkan tí à ń ṣe. I mean àwọn nǹkan tá à ń dúró, the levels that we are waiting for within what is happening currently in the market. À ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa internal structure and ìyẹn jẹ́ àkọ́kọ́, ẹ̀kejì ní mitigation block yìí ní àkọ́kọ́, ẹ̀kejì ní internal structure and kí ni ìdí tá a dẹ̀ ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ gbogbo àwọn eléyìí tá a fi pé gbogbo àwọn lẹ́gì yìí ní manipulation within the market is because normally bá ṣe rí turtle soup ìgbìyànjú àkọ́kọ́ tó yẹ kí market ṣe ni láti tẹ̀síwájú láti tèkì òkè tí a rí níbí, but bó ṣe tẹ̀síwájú tí ò dẹ̀ tẹ̀síwájú láti lọ sí òkè ní apá bí a rí wípé òkè ó fún wa ní shift wá sí ẹ̀gbẹ́ ó dẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní bọ̀ nísàlẹ̀ ó dẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní wá sísàlẹ̀. So from this major flip here we can see this massive imbalance here. This is our fair value gap or liquidity void that we have within this level. We have above it this internal structure which is supposed to sustain price and move forward. But what do we see? We have this shift in the market, and markets just all of a sudden, everybody that is trying to buy from this internal structure or from within this other block are accustomed with so common fair value gap and níbi àbí liquidity void. Gbogbo wọn ni market take out of the something, just takes everybody out of the market. So that's the reason why the movie so even tá a bá ń wá external liquidity, we should always try to see internal liquidity first before we continue to go toward our external liquidity. So now bá ṣe rí level eléyìí báyìí tá a rí tó tún ṣe eléyìí tó ṣe níbí tó dẹ̀ wá sísàlẹ̀, ìdí nìyẹn tí mo sọ pé manipulation tí market ṣe ní last week yẹn ó pọ̀ gan, and ìgbà tó tún gbéra tó tún ṣe níbí instead tó tún fún wa wá sókè kó fún wa ní proper mitigation títí dé òkè tá a rí níbí, kí ló tún ṣe ó tún continue láti wá sísàlẹ̀, and as we can see the way it's just surging lower until it gets to this particular level within the market. So okay, so bá a ṣe rí level yìí máa ń sìn a rí wípé ó dẹ̀ wálẹ̀ and ó tún create another leg lower again, which means all this impulsive move. And since we don't have clarity on this particular level, the best thing for us to do is to go on higher time frame that is above the 4 hours so that at least we'll be able to see clearly what is doing. So because bá ti lè mú wa carry manipulation ní orí lower time frame bẹ́ẹ̀ ó yẹ ká ti mọ̀ pé okay o nǹkan kan ń ṣẹlẹ̀ lórí higher time frame nìyẹn. And with the way we are seeing things there now, we can easily spot Because if we erase all annotation and fix it out, and we try to do our structural analysis from this level, then we're going to see that what the market is doing is somehow justified. On lower time frame of 4 hour, we can see how there we have this turtle soup and we have this flip within this leg and price continue to go lower. And if we are having some kind of manipulation on lower time frame like this, then we know that there is something that is going on higher time frame, and that is higher time frame price movement that is going on. So, ẹ̀kọ́ mi tó nìyẹn fún wa lẹ́yìn bí a ṣe ń tẹ̀síwájú. Now, if we look at daily clearly, we try and see. But personally, I would have loved us because today is Monday and we are at the end of the month already. And that's the reason why I would like us to even take monthly, weekly, so that at least our analysis ti ìparí oṣù yìí àti ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ oṣù tó ń bọ̀ àti nǹkan tí a máa expect within the market. So ìdí nìyẹn ni mo fi fẹ́ kó gbogbo ẹ̀pọ̀ òun nìyẹn tó fi máa jẹ́ wípé analysis wa tààrọ̀ ẹ̀ ó máa gùn sọ́mà. And tá bá wo monthly níbí, a máa rí nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ńbẹ̀. A máa rí pé liquidity above this high was taken. And ó kù ọjọ́ kan àti bíi wákàtí mẹ́tàlá láti sọ wípé okay, candle oṣù kan eléyìí ó máa parí. So which means tomorrow we are at the end of the closing of what is it called? And anything can still happen anyway. We can have any upsurge in the market and kankan ẹyọ kan ló kù tá a máa anticipate. A máa rí wípé market ti ń create internal structure lọ àti wípé àti mọ̀ bóyá ó máa close above this high, this previous high. Ìgbà tó wà níbí bóyá price máa close above ẹ̀, or bóyá kò dẹ̀ ní parí internal structure ẹ̀, bóyá ó dẹ̀ máa close below ni. But pẹ̀lú nǹkan tá a ṣe ń rí àti bí price ṣe ń move, ọjọ́ kan tó kù náà, òun tó wà lókè ó sì tó ṣàṣọgbẹ o, anything tó bá wù ló sì lè ṣe. So tá a bá dẹ̀ lọ wo tọlọ́sẹ̀dé náà, which is weekly time frame, we see that it's just the liquidity above this high was just taken and we have some price rejection. And if we are looking at it appropriately, a tún máa rí i pé ọ̀sẹ̀ tuntun la ṣe mú yìí. And oṣù ti fẹ́ parí bọ̀ àti wà lọ́sẹ̀ tuntun, which is not oṣù fẹ́ parí kò determine ọ̀sẹ̀ tuntun tá a wà. Candle ọ̀sẹ̀ tuntun máa ṣe títẹ̀. And pẹ̀lú nǹkan tá a dẹ̀ ń rí níbí, a kàn rí wípé ó kàn ń throw week ni. It's throwing weeks up and down. And liquidity above this high has been taken already. So nǹkan tó lè mú kí price kó ṣe yẹn, kó ṣe lè ní àsìkò yẹn, a máa mọ̀ wípé okay, it's giving us some kind of rejection above this high. And if we are having that type of rejection, we can be expecting that price is going to continue to move lower. But with the kind of weeks that it has been trending from lower, from behind, from previous candles, we can not be expecting too much from the market. But one thing we can be anticipating is this low, the liquidity below this low being taken out and this level being created as an internal structure for this week. But anything can happen because of the monthly closing period that we are in. So we've got to be very, very careful. So that leaves us, ìyẹn fún ìgbà láti wo monthly, tàrí nǹkan tó ṣe, tá wo weekly, tàrí nǹkan tó ń ṣe, tó dẹ̀ jẹ́ wípé we cannot conclusively say that that is our expectation for weekly or monthly because pẹ̀lú ọjọ́ kan àti wákàtí mẹ́tàlá tó kù yẹn, ó sì lè gbìyànjú láti close above àwọn oṣù tó ti kọjá sẹ́yìn. Tó bá dẹ̀ close above ẹ̀, then automatically ó ń signal fún wa wípé òun fẹ́ tẹ̀síwájú láti máa lọ sókè nìyẹn. Then a wo ọlọ́sẹ̀dé náà, which is weekly time frame, we can see that it's just throwing week up and down and price remain within this range. So ìyẹn náà ń sọ fún wa wípé there is indecision on weekly and a ní láti kíyèsára ká má lọ ṣe kíni, ká má lọ fẹsẹ̀ kọ. So, but if we on daily, we can see that we have some proper price actions that put a signal from our okay, we are having a very good price action on daily, and we can therefore try to do our analysis. And as we can see, we have this to be our strong guy. BTA, I expect to keep price go close above, but anything to buy market ló show. So, and with 1 hour, I'm spotting some shift here already, but nonetheless, we just continue. And the bashiri to ibi ni ẹsẹ̀ kọ́ tó jẹ́ pé, previously we picked these two levels, this high and this low to be our daily range. Ibi tá ti ń expect kí oríṣiríṣi nǹkan kí ó ṣẹlẹ̀. But ìgbìyànjú wa ni, I mean, in a previous something, òun ni wípé I expect ẹsẹ̀ tó wà níbí wípé kí ó má ṣe kíni, kí market kó má kọ́kọ́ take it, àmì kó má padà wá síbi. But pẹ̀lú nǹkan tá a rí lórí 4 hour time frame, a rí ah, ibi ni strong guy wá wà tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀. Ibi ni weak guy wá wà. And tẹ bá dẹ̀ rántí nínú analysis tí mo ṣe ní bí ọ̀sẹ̀ méjì sẹ́yìn, mo sọ̀rọ̀ nípa òkè tí a ní níbi wípé òkè kan tó bá lè kọ́kọ́ mú wa ká kí price kó kọ́kọ́ wá sókè kó tó di pé ó wá sísàlẹ̀ tí ò dẹ̀ close above ẹ̀ dẹ̀ ó yẹ ká máa expect wípé ẹsẹ̀ tó wà nísàlẹ̀ yìí o kò ní hold mọ́ o. But tó bá jẹ́ pé ìsàlẹ̀ ló kọ́kọ́ wá, then a lè máa gbìyànjú láti máa expect wípé price will continue to go higher in the market. But pẹ̀lú ìyẹn àti rí wípé òkè kó kọ́kọ́ wá kó close ní sí òkè, ó kàn take liquidity tó wà ní òkè ni ó dẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní bọ̀ nísàlẹ̀. So pẹ̀lú ìyẹn ti kọ́kọ́ jẹ́ ká mọ̀ wípé òkè low yìí, this is our previous strong low that we are expecting price to hold, to hold price and to be protected within the market. Protection yẹn guarantee mọ́ because ibi lówó wà tẹ́lẹ̀, ó ti wà transferred sí òkè báyìí. So automatically àti mọ̀ wípé price máa ṣe kíni, ó máa bọ̀ ní ìsàlẹ̀ ni. Now, nígbà tá a dẹ̀ ti rí i pé òkè ó ń bọ̀ ní ìsàlẹ̀ ni kí la máa ṣe? But if we look at higher time frame, something now we can see this one, lower time frame ló jẹ́ ká mọ nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ níbí, but pẹ̀lú nǹkan tá a wá rí tí market gbìyànjú lọ tó dẹ̀ tẹ̀síwájú láti ṣe àti wípé bó tó ṣe mú ibi kúrò, a máa rí wípé òkè a lè fọkàn síbí mọ́ wípé ibi ni owó wà mọ́, owó ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní wà lókè and owó ṣe wà lókè, here is what is sustaining price to come lower. And money has been transferred to the right side of the market with what we are seeing. And bàbá tẹ̀síwájú, a máa rí pé okay, market tó ti fún wa ní shift wá síbí báyìí báyìí, which is major shift in the market fún wa bẹ́ẹ̀ lórí daily. A rí pé kò clear bí eléyìí because a ka gbogbo ẹsẹ̀ èyí lórí lower time frame sí manipulation. Ọ̀ pẹ̀lú bó ṣe move yẹn àti mọ̀ pé orí higher time frame ló ti ń ṣiṣẹ́. So bá a ṣe rí shift yẹn tó jẹ́ pé level tí ó wà bí level yìí ló yẹ kó gbìyànjú láti ṣe kíni láti lọ take high yìí. But ìgbà tá a dẹ̀ rí pé level yìí ó gbìyànjú tiẹ̀ láti move sókè, kò lágbára àti take high yẹn mọ́, ó dẹ̀ ṣe kíni bóun ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní padà bọ̀ ní ìsàlẹ̀ nìyẹn, which tells us that okay market we've gotten a trend change on higher time frame. So structure eléyìí tó yẹ kó di level yìí mú láti lọ síwájú, ó ti ṣe kíni, ó ti fààyè gba price láti wá sísàlẹ̀. So automatically I dey expect the right side of the market láti ṣe kíni, láti hold mọ́. So àti wá mọ̀ wípé okay then we are now at the right side of the market and money has been transferred from this level to this level again. So here láti òkè wá sísàlẹ̀ yìí níbí àti wá mọ̀ pé ibi ni weak low wá wà. So ibi la máa expect wípé okay price is later coming down to this level. Now ìgbà tá a ti rí eléyìí lórí bí automatically ibi tá a ti máa gbìyànjú láti máa wá trade ojú level méjèèjì yìí lọ. So bó dẹ̀ ṣe jẹ́ level méjèèjì here, these two highs and low will be our dealing range in the market. And as we can see, àti rí wípé market ti fi ara kan, ó ti fi ara kan 50% of the dealing range tí a mú ní orí daily wa. And if you look closely, you're going to see that on daily, this is an internal structure. And this internal structure is aligned perfectly with our mitigation block. So if we are having something like that in the market, then we can be expecting some price action from within that level. So nǹkan bí mẹ́ta gan ló fara papọ̀ síbí. Òun ni wípé dealing range wa lélẹ́yìí báyìí. Ìkíní ni wípé we now have internal structure within this level. Ibi ni mitigation block wa tún wà and ìdásí méjì dealing range wa ó tún bọ́ síbí. So nǹkan mẹ́ta ló ń farahàn, ló ń serve as conference wípé okay from this level market lè gbìyànjú láti ṣe kíni, láti máa bọ̀nlẹ̀. But this level, this high is what we are expecting price to protect and this low is our weak low. So for us to kind of, maybe price will continue to go high or go lower, we'll be expecting this low, maybe, okay, nǹkan méjì la máa expect lọ́sẹ̀ yẹn mẹ́yẹn wípé okay either kí price padà wá kó dẹ̀ close below this low àbí ó kàn take liquidity tó wà nísàlẹ̀ bí kò dẹ̀ continue láti máa lọ sókè. But there is no decision on monthly or weekly yet. On daily láti rí proper structure wa. So òun náà la dẹ̀ máa gbìyànjú láti ṣe kíni láti ṣiṣẹ́ pẹ̀lú. So padà wá sí orí 4 hour a rí nǹkan tí ó ń ṣe níbí. So automatically we cannot continue to reference this level until we have some kind of price action from within the low that can signal that we have enough strength to break above this internal structure or the 50% or the mitigation block that we have here. So if you want to enter the trade aggressively, you are permitted to just, take your trades from this internal structure and send price lower. And there is another internal structure within the internal structure that is above the 50% of the daily range. So if tó bá bọ̀ pẹ̀lú nǹkan tó ṣe ń ṣe ẹni tó bá sì fẹ́ gbìyànjú láti tẹ̀lé price yẹn wálẹ̀ láti tètè wọlé ó sì lè gbìyànjú ẹ̀. But bí mi ṣe wá ń ṣe lẹ́nu ọjọ́ mẹ́ta ẹ̀hún ni wípé we have a lot of aggressive entries, but most of the time gbogbo àwọn aggressive entries wọ̀nyẹn kò kí sábà hold pẹ̀lú a lot of things tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ní àgbáyé these days. So òun náà ṣe wá máa gbìyànjú láti wá internal liquidity before. Okay, pẹ̀lú gbogbo nǹkan tó ń ṣe a máa ní láti ní sùúrù fún láti jẹ́ kó sọ̀wọ́ ibi tí ó fẹ́ lọ fún wa ní orí lower time frame. So ìgbìyànjú àkọ́kọ́ fún wa ni láti pick up from this 4 hour something, which is this internal structure 50%. These three confluence that we have here, we can be anticipating or trying to see what price is going to do from that particular level. A lè gbìyànjú láti jẹ́ kó àwọn nǹkan tó máa ṣẹlẹ̀ láti bẹ̀ wá sísàlẹ̀. But ìyẹn jẹ́ àkọ́kọ́. Ẹ̀kejì ibi mi ò la tún lè rí pẹ̀lú nǹkan tó ṣe tó wá sókè there is proper mitigation tó ṣẹlẹ̀ níbí, so we cannot possibly continue. So this is the level we are trying to sell from. So nǹkan méjì ni mo máa fún wa lórí euro USD fún ọ̀sẹ̀. So nǹkan méjì ni a máa gbé yẹ̀wò ní lórí euro ní àárọ̀ ẹ̀. Nǹkan méjì náà ni mo máa jẹ́ kí a ṣe. Òun náà dẹ̀ ni wípé internal structure tó wà bí a máa gbìyànjú láti sell láti bẹ̀. A máa wá nǹkan tí ó fẹ́ ṣẹlẹ̀ láti bẹ̀. And ìkíní nìyẹn, ẹni tó bá fẹ́ gbìyànjú láti sell can sell aggressively from this level. And ìkejì ni wípé àkọ́kọ́ ni wípé a máa gbìyànjú okay to either price sell from this area, or if it's close above this level, then we can continue to look. We can now switch to buy in the market, because all this price action we are having here from daily, we can see that okay, the tone of the market is bearish. The other flow is bearish. But if peradventure price go above this level, then we can switch to buy. But this level, for either we sell from this level or it closes above here. So those are the two things. Is either key price continue once it's a lot be or to bá ti lè kọjá bí tó dẹ̀ close above it, then a mọ̀ wípé a máa gbìyànjú a máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní wá buy in the market nìyẹn. So méjì yẹn ni a máa wá ní orí euro USD. So ẹ jẹ́ ká ta ọkàn sí gold báyìí ká kàn sáré gbé nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ níbẹ̀ yẹn o. Pẹ̀lú gbogbo analysis tá a ti ṣe lórí daily àti mọ̀ wípé okay kò ṣiṣẹ́ púpọ̀ fún wa láti ṣe níbí lórí gold. And pẹ̀lú nǹkan tá a dẹ̀ ń wò níbí directly, we can see that the structure is very, very clear and there is no need to kind of, overstress ourselves. And from what we are seeing, we can see that here happens to be our strong low. And here as a weak high in the market. So automatically that becomes our daily range, weak high, and it has been taken already. So from this level to this level, then we know from what we are seeing here that we are having this type of movement, and automatically here becomes a strong high again, strong low rather. Then we are anticipating the creation of weak fọkàn sí nǹkan tí mo sọ yẹn o, anticipation ni o, we are anticipating the creation of weaker, because pẹ̀lú nǹkan tó ń ṣe bí àti lè sọ pé bóyá kì í bóyá weaker yẹn torí price ṣe lè continue láti máa lọ síwájú or kó dẹ̀ padà láti bẹ̀. So it is an anticipation, and it is an anticipation of weak high. So pẹ̀lú gbogbo nǹkan tá a dẹ̀ ń rí níbí pẹ̀lú price action tá a rí níbí àti lè mú dealing range wa torí pẹ̀lú nǹkan tí price yìí ń ṣe òun ṣì ń gbìyànjú láti lọ síwájú sí ni, and bó dẹ̀ ṣe ṣe ohun tí tá bá tó rí wípé okay bóyá ó take liquidity above then above this high tó dẹ̀ switch wá sísàlẹ̀ or create a shift láti padà wá sálẹ̀, we cannot establish either this level to be our weak high yet or uh, or reversal in the market. So nǹkan tá a máa gbìyànjú láti máa ṣe ni wípé okay, the only place tá tún lè buy from òun ni mitigation block this week price lè padà wá sí level láti continue láti buy lọ or this internal structure tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ níbí. So we can just pick this internal structure with this level, as it align perfectly with this other block to buy from the level. That's if you want to buy aggressively. But the same thing tá à ń ṣe ní orí ibẹ̀ yẹn náà la máa continue láti ṣe pẹ̀lú eléyìí. Wọ́n ní wípé ká tó lè kàn tẹ̀síwájú láti sọ wípé okay, a fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní look for either buy or sell, a máa gbìyànjú láti ṣe kíni láti rí wípé ó take internal structure. Láì ṣe pé ó ṣe yẹn, a ní gbìyànjú láti ṣe kíni láti buy or sell. So ìyẹn jẹ́ bí ó ṣe jẹ́ ní orí gold, but at least if you want to buy aggressively, this level is suitable for that. But your target should only be this high here, if peradventure, because we can just take this high or even create a shift. But from what we are seeing from this level, we can see a shift on 1 hour already with this level. You can see the shift there. As you can see, we have a closure above this level. The only thing tí ó lè jẹ́ kí n sọ pé kí ni pé a ṣì ní closure above this level. So price ṣì lè tẹ̀síwájú láti máa lọ sí òkè. So ìyẹn jẹ́ bó ṣe jẹ́ bọ̀ 15 minutes àrí bó ṣe ń ṣe lọ́dẹ̀ lè tẹ̀síwájú láti ṣe kíni, so láti lọ ọbẹ̀. So ìyẹn jẹ́ bó ṣe jẹ́, òun ni pé ká gbìyànjú láti ṣe kíni, look for internal liquidity before we target external liquidity. So kò sí much ní orí gold níbí. So tá a bá padà wá lọ́sàn-án bóyá New York session a dẹ̀ rí development tó ti ṣe pẹ̀lú àwọn nǹkan tó ṣe, a lè wá gbìyànjú láti ṣe kíni. But nǹkan tẹ́mi kan wò ni pé a lè máa dúró fún establishment week high wa náà ká wo nǹkan tó fẹ́ ṣe láti bẹ̀rẹ̀, because pẹ̀lú nǹkan tí euro ń ṣe a dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé méjèèjì jọ fara wéra wọn. A lè mọ̀ wípé okay, level tó ń ṣe dé òun lè gbìyànjú láti ṣe kíni láti máa bọ̀ nísàlẹ̀. So ìyẹn jẹ́ bó ṣe jẹ́. So a máa ní láti farabalẹ̀ fún gold ra ọ̀sán or di ọ̀la. Pẹ̀lú nǹkan àti ìfàlẹ̀ ìfà tí ń ṣe lórí euro, ibi tá a sọ wípé price ti máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní wálẹ̀, ibẹ̀ náà ló ti ń wá sísàlẹ̀ yìí. So but a sì máa wọ́nà láti ṣe kíni láti sọ wípé a máa wá ibi tá a ti máa wọlé sí lára. So on lower time frame, you can just find a way. Wá ti mọ̀ wípé order flow wá báyìí lower something ni. So kí ló kù tá a máa wá? Ọ̀nà bá ṣe máa ṣe kíni, bá ṣe máa sell ni a máa gbìyànjú láti máa wá. And tá a bá dẹ̀ wò dáadáa náà, a máa rí wípé ó ti ń create order block fún wa. So nǹkan ẹyọ kan tó kù tá a tún máa dúró fún pẹ̀lú level tí a rí níbi òní wípé kí price tó ń lọ yìí ó close above this particular level tí a highlight. So order block tá a highlight, a máa dúró kí price kó ṣe kíni, ó close below ẹ̀. And then lè wò ní orí lower time frame ká wo bó ṣe ń ṣe. And then máa rí wípé okay, breaker block wà níbí. So but gbìyànjú wa ṣáà ni wípé ẹsẹ̀ eléyìí tó wá sísàlẹ̀ ó ṣe kíni, ó close below ìsàlẹ̀ tí ó wà ẹ̀. So tó bá ti ṣe yẹn, then a ti mọ̀ wípé a máa wọ́ ọ̀nà bá ṣe máa ṣe kíni, bá ṣe máa sell. So a ní rí jù báyìí lọ lénìí o. Ibi la máa fi àdàgbà ètò wa rọ̀ sí. Ẹ ṣé o. Yorùbá dùn, Yorùbá ò dùn, a máa mọ̀ nígbà tí algorithm bá ti ṣe títọ́wọ́. But nonetheless, I think I enjoy it and I believe we're just going to continue analysis. And if you didn't hear Yoruba, I'm sorry. And that's the reason why I try to, mix the two together. You can just try and flow with it. So that's been said. I think we're going to end the meeting here. So I wish you profitable week, month, and day ahead. Thank you. Enjoy your pleasure.